Hello there friends and followers, and welcome back to the Q8 Pilot channel. In this video, we are going to be taking a look at FSRealistic Pro version 2 for Microsoft Flight Simulator. Asobo Studios has finally allowed access to the camera movements through their SDK. What we are about to see in this version of FSRealistic is truly a breakthrough. Before we begin experiencing the immersion that FSRealistic Pro version 2 brings to Microsoft Flight Simulator, let's take a note of the changes that have been introduced in this version. In addition to many bug fixes, effects tweaks, and the repair of many sounds, you'll be very pleased to know that all legacy vibration effects have been replaced with proper camera effects in this version. Also, in version 2, VR support is now official. Gravity, front tire touchdown, and breathing effects have also been introduced in version 2 of FSRealistic Pro. Once you have successfully installed FSRealistic, you will have access to this control panel. The control panel gives you access to all the effects and allows you to tweak those effects to your liking. Needless to say that FSRealistic would load automatically a suitable profile for the type of aircraft loaded. This works automatically with any aircraft loaded in the simulator, from a Cessna 152 all the way to a Boeing 747. FSRealistic also gives you the option to preview and test all the effects and sounds and customize them to your liking. Let's take a look here, for example, at the airframe wind. Let's take a look at some of the new effects and sounds introduced in this version. For example, let's go to Clear Prop.
Clear prop. Clear prop. Clear prop.
Let us now take a look at the engine start. Check this out. Ground roll. Touchdown main. How cool is that? And touchdown front. This is very, very cool. And turbulence. From the Profile tab in the control panel, you are able to view the currently active profile for the loaded aircraft. In our case, it is the Asobo C152, and we are using the default profile created by FSRealistic. You are able to toggle the effects on and off. You can reset to default, or you can link the profile to a previously created profile of another aircraft, perhaps another general aviation aircraft, or you can copy the profile as well. The Settings tab of FSRealistic Control Panel gives you access to the master volume control as well as other features to customize your experience. FSRealistic also ships with a user manual that you are able to access from the About tab, as well as access to the website, the forum for additional support. You can also contact the developer for additional help if required. All right, now it is the time to start this Cessna 152 and take it for a short flight to put FSRealistic to the test. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to turn on the battery and the alternators. We're going to put the mixture on full rich, and we're going to make sure the fuel pump is selected on. And let's go ahead and turn on the beacon lights and the nav lights. And we're going to crack the throttle just a little bit. And now we are ready to start the engines. All right, let's go ahead and give it a start.
Clear prop.
There you go. That's the clear prop. And lovely. Just lovely effect at start. And I will tell you right off the bat, this is very, very immersive. I absolutely love what I see here with FSRealistic version 2. All right, let's go ahead and head over to the runway and take off. Nice ground roll effect there. I like the sounds as well. We are now lined up with the runway ready for departure. Let's give it full power and let's take a look at FSRealistic. Lovely engine vibrations there. Nice ground roll effects. Lovely. Oh, just look at that. Again, nice G effects there. Very, very immersive indeed. And as we turn to the left and right, very immersive indeed. You'll be very pleased to know that the G-forces have also been simulated in this version. Let's take a preview here. There you go. Brilliant. All right, what we're going to do is we're going to head back to the airport, land the aircraft, because I absolutely want to show you the touchdown effect. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, here's the runway, and just take a note of all the G effects that have been simulated. I mean, this is very immersive. And by the way, as you increase the power, just watch the engine vibrations there. That's very, very nice indeed. And we're going to come to land now. And let's take a note of the touchdown effect. We're going to touch down main gear. All right. We can flare. Oh, that is just great. You have got to admire that. I love it. You are probably wondering if FSRealistic Pro version 2 is going to work with the recently released add-ons, such as the PMDG 737. And the answer is simply yes. Let's take a look. We're going to go to the touchdown front effect and click on preview. And there you have it. Touchdown main, preview. There you have it. And of course, you can tweak all the sounds to your liking. G-forces. Again, you can preview that. And everything works exactly as it should. And needless to say that FSRealistic has automatically detected the aircraft and loaded the proper profile to go with it. Let's go ahead and take off and put FSRealistic to the test with an airliner. Parking brake is released. All right, we can take a note of the engine vibrations. And positive rate. And as you can see, FSRealistic is working exactly as advertised, with the G effects fully simulated, creating a very immersive environment in Microsoft Flight Simulator for all the aircraft. This is absolutely brilliant. Let us go ahead and test the G effects in the 737. And you can now see the simulation of the G effects and the wind as well. You can hear the wind sounds. Definitely, the G effects and the camera movements are much more natural in this version of FSRealistic. Let us now try another general aviation aircraft, and this time we have loaded the Just Flight Piper 28 Turbo Arrow. And as you can see, FSRealistic has automatically detected the aircraft profile and loaded the effects and sounds in accordance to the aircraft. All right, let's go ahead and take off and listen to some more sounds and take a look at more effects. Nice ground roll effect there and engine vibration. By the way, if we idle the throttle and hit the brakes, listen to the brake sounds. Very nice indeed. Right, let's give it full power. 60 knots. Let's rotate. Positive rate, gears going up. And very nice G effects, as you can see here. A lot more natural than the previous version. The camera movement is definitely very immersive. Just check this out here as I pitch down and up. Definitely the effects are much more prominent and more realistic than the previous version. Now, it is important to note, check that vibration. By the way, turbulence is also simulated in this version, and I think it's done quite well. Now, what's very important to note is that this version of FSRealistic is based on Asobo's partial camera movement support, and this is expected to improve in the future. Let's go ahead and pitch all the way down and head to the ground and see what happens there. Did you hear that? And just as we took off again, the vibration and the camera movement is a lot more natural than the previous version, without a doubt. I really like what FSRealistic Pro version 2 has to offer in this version. Without a doubt, brilliant just to look at the turbulence here and the natural camera movement as we roll the aircraft, as we pitch up and pitch down. Let us now take a look at what FSRealistic Pro version 2 brings in terms of realism in a military jet. Right, parking brake is released, and let's give it full power. Check out the engine vibration there. Oh, just look at the G effect as we took off from San Diego Airport. Gears going up, and you can listen to the gear sounds as well going up. By the way, you can always disable the sounds or any effect that you don't like. Now you can really see what FSRealistic does to this F-18 in terms of the camera movement and the G-forces being simulated to provide a very immersive experience. This is absolutely brilliant.
Southwest 3066 number 2 for landing. Follow the generic on final. Wind 259.
Tell you, this is really cool. I really love what they've done here. You can hear the breathing now. Let's land this military jet back here at San Diego. Oh yeah.
Southwest 2984, go around.
This add-on is totally immersive, totally worth it, and it receives the Q8 Pilot seal of approval. Well folks, this is what I wanted to share with you in this preview video of FSRealistic. Be sure to click that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so that you are notified of my upcoming FSRealistic Pro version 2 giveaway here on the Q8 Pilot channel. Till next time, please take care of yourselves and each other. Thanks for tuning in. Bye-bye for now.